But I understand for yourself, you got physical limitations. Nobody can like be fucking 24 hours a day, like no sleep, no nothing.
When you're a porn star like I am, you can be fucking 24 hours.
Hey, what lines you doing? Give me some of that shit. What the fuck, man?
Tiff know about this?
It's like, oh, she knows. She knows. This is like, get off me. It's wrong, goddammit. It's like, shit. I'm talking to her to me. Like, get off me. Jesus. It's like, no, I'm kidding. I was snorting Viagra. It's all like, I need it. Oh, God. It's all like, wow.
And we know Kyle's only going to live another 10 years, but okay.
It's like, it was worth it.
Kyle, motherfucker, talking about Jews and shit. What the fuck?
Hey, my good friend is a Jewish person, okay? And he's very tall, and he did build the pyramids. Anyways, so... you gotta listen in to the No Fucks Given Radio. The Bastion. The Dysentery. The way that this... Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Critical Thinking Podcast. I'm your host, Kyle, along with my co-host,
Rick the Rizzo, and our other co-host,
Sean.
And some Mexican that ain't fucking here.
The invisible Mexican in the room.
And I guess some other white guy since I've been gone. God,
Yeah.
you just fucking replacing my ass. Jesus Christ. No love at all. No sex in the champagne room.
No,
None. We don't do that.
You don't do that?
We don't do that.
Oh.
Not anymore. Not since you were gone.
It's like, wait a minute. Well, it all depends. You know, you can close your eyes really. No.
No. Miguel's not here. We can't go there. Don't go that lowbrow. You heard me, Miguel. You heard me. You heard what I said.
It's like, I don't know. I can admit I haven't had any in a while. So.
No. Oh, God, Jesus.
You go to prison for that. Not here.
It's all, he can't help you now.
What's a good thing I haven't? You know, they've been busting people in Houston for that. They've been
Prostitution?
Yeah. They didn't bust the guy selling or the girls. They've been busting the people buying them.
First of all, if you're that desperate and you get to that point, I'm sorry. That's all I got to say.
Like, let me introduce you to two very good friends, your right and your left hand.
Oh, man. Now, it would impress me is if you use your right and your left foot. That's impressive.
Well, some people are armless, you know.
Hey,
they got to do it some way.
They got to do what they got to do. And that's not what I'm doing. I don't know.
It's not happening.
No. So how's everybody been?
I've been great. I was playing Battlefield 4 earlier today. That's been a big thing lately. I don't know. We've all been like squatting it up because we got like 4 Xbox 360s, so we'll all sit there in the same room. It's kind of like those old LAN parties. But yeah, today I was doing it, and at first I was doing great, but then I was getting the fuck beat out of me by like 5 or 6 different Brazilians on a clan, and they were all over my ass. Like, there's nothing I could do. I couldn't fucking kill them once because they're running around the whole goddamn map, and it's like, God damn it, I can't beat anybody here. So, yeah.
There's a lot of goddamn going on right here.
Yeah, pretty much. There was no good God in that whole thing.
This coming from a Christian family.
You disappoint me, my friend. I tell you.
He does not know the way.
It's like, I was happy. I was off today. I was like, yay, went to go see Black Panther. It was awesome.
Black Panther?
Black Panther.
Lion-O-Ho! No, wait, that's wrong movie. My bad. But that would be awesome. Thundercats movie?
Oh,
why can't they make that shit?
I don't know.
Don't tell me about it. Okay, you know what?
I'm not going to do a review.
Netflix might do it. You never know.
I won't do the review till everybody sees it, and we'll do one big review for that one.
Oh, I guess so. You can know. Yeah. It's okay. I'll just plot spoilers through Wikipedia, but that's whatever.
You always do that.
I always do that.
He never goes to the movie surprised. No, he knows everything before he gets there.
Most of the time. Like, we just saw this last weekend, we saw The Maze Runner, the last one. Mm-hmm. I don't know what it was called.
Death Cure?
Yeah, Death, whatever. It should have been just Death. Here's what's funny. I didn't mind it. I liked the movie. I think it closed the whole thing. But God, dog, it is so predictable. Jesus, I'm just literally like, okay, that guy's going to die like this. And this guy's going to die like this. Let me guess, this is a guy from the past movies. Oh, look, oh my God. Oh, it's like the whole time I was like, wow, that is so predictable. It was Colonel Mustard in the library with the fucking candlestick.
Which, by the way, they're redoing that movie.
Yeah, I heard. I heard about that. So, and I've been totally out of it. Like, Totally out of it. It's good that you're doing well, Sean. Fantastic. Get to know all about your right hand now. And, Rick over here, I totally know he's a virgin, but it's whatever.
That's fucked up.
He's raped himself so many times. You can't say that about him.
Hey, have you seen what he wears? He was asking for it. Okay, you know what I'm saying? That's what it was. No. It's good to be back. Like I said, I'm trying to find a way to get back into this. It's been a while. I know most of you who are listening now are probably, who the fuck is this guy? The original OG motherfucker. That's who this is. But I've been working, and it's been hard, man. We've been having to hustle up. There's a lot of changes going on. We just bought a new car. And I'm almost not proud to say that we bought a Jeep Wrangler.
Yeah, see, I was going to razz you about that a little bit. Why the fuck did you buy a Jeep?
Okay, the first thing is I bought a Jeep because my wife wanted a Jeep. And I like Jeeps. I think they're cool. I don't like them mechanically because I work on them and I know how much of a piece of shit they are. But it's brand new. I mean, it's not brand new. It's like slightly like love used. It's like 9,000 miles on it, and it was a really good price. It's got leather and all that other stuff. But we talked about it, and we really wanted to get something and see how we liked them. And it's hard now. It's hard to decide what you want because, to be honest with you, since I repair cars all day, they're all pieces of shit. People call me that. They're like, Kyle, what do you think of this car? And I think it's a guaranteed piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? So as long as it's under warranty and it's new and we know what's been done to it, I think that's more important than anything, because you know what the maintenance was, you know what it's been done, and I think there are 2 or 3 versions of buying cars, and when you buy older cars, you buy them cheap as shit, under $5,000, and when it breaks, you can't really bitch because it's an old car, and a lot of people still do. It is what it is. Yep. I understand that. We know. But if you buy a new car, you know how it's been treated. And really, to be honest with you, unless you bought a lemon, you really can't bitch about much of it. Most of it you did. You did it yourself. You didn't change the oil. You didn't change the filters. You didn't go through it. You didn't do the maintenance. Or you just abused the shit out of it like a lot of people do. So,
you're supposed to change the oil?
What? So anyway, that's what we bought, and she likes the color, and I really like it. There's a few disappointing things about it, as far as the way the purchase went down. We went and looked at it. There was no problems with it at all. We came to pick it up, and they were like, "Oh yeah, it missed in our quality control. The bumper was dinged." We were like, "What the fuck? The bumper wasn't dinged. I got pictures." And turns out somebody there must have backed into it. Well, I didn't notice it after we picked it up that the hood was dinged. And there's paint chip. Yeah, I did not notice it at all. I was super pissed, and I'm still pissed about it.
Oh, by the way, my mom loves the bumper.
Oh, good. Yeah. So I put it, for y'all you guys knows, Rick's dad has a 2006 F-250, and Rick, unfortunately, love tapped a nice lady who fell asleep at the wheel, and he decided to kill her by running her over. No, I'm kidding. And he smashed into her car, and the bumper on the truck got messed up. Well, I just happened to have a 2000 F-250 bumper. Not the same, but kind of the same. Well, we made that motherfucker work, didn't we, Rick?
Oh, shit. We custom.
Yeah.
We fabricate
custom in the getaway. Shade tree.
Rubber bands and paper clips and duct tape, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, it's just what we're done with the grill.
Yeah, exactly. But we got it to work, and I'm glad they're happy because, like I said, I just had a spare bumper, and to be totally honest, I owed Rick money, and
we square now.
Now we square. Well, more rectangle, but whatever. So
what were you doing on that job?
Hey, whoa. There's pleasure of a reach around. That's all I'm going to say about that.
It's like now I can say after this week, we'll no longer probably be in the HOV lane anymore.
Why?
My part comes in.
Oh, that's right. I get to fix Rick's car fucking now.
Now we get to fix my car. And I'm like, no.
Now all we need is Sean to get a car, and we'll be good. Well, Sean and Patrick, and yeah.
I just noticed Patrick stayed over here now. He's not back in Dallas anymore.
Yeah, he's back for good. He's been looking for a job here in the area, wanting to get back to actually getting himself a vehicle here first before he does. Think about going back up to Dallas. He loved it up there, but for the time being, until he really has like a really solid vehicle of his own, it doesn't make sense to be up there. So. Yeah.
That's good. Let's get a solid vehicle. I like solid. Solid.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Anyway, so like I said, I want to get back into it. I want to get up to date with what's going on. Apparently, there's a new white guy in the crew.
Man, I don't know.
Out of the blue. I know we've been doing a lot of interviews, and I have not had a chance of being on any of them, and I'm really hoping to get involved in a few of them. We were supposed to do one tonight, but my Wi-Fi router decided to take a total shit. So we literally came in there and it was like, hey, no lights on. And I called the service department of my provider, and the ring, and all of a sudden they were like, hello, hello, my name is Mary. I'm going to take care of you. How are you doing today? Now, and I would tell him, hey, look, I unplugged the router. I've already checked all this. I say, okay, thank you so much. Now, can we verify your phone number? Like, what the fuck? I just told you who I am. I told you, okay, let's verify my phone number. Okay, fine. Now, could you do me a favor and check to see if there are any lights on the dash? Like, oh, goddamn, what the fuck? I just told you there's no lights on. There's no lights on it. Okay, have you tried plugging it in? Are you listening to anything the fuck I'm saying? And then okay, could you unplug it? Yes, thank you. Now hold on 1 second. Now tell me when you plugged it back in. Okay. Have any lights changed for you? No. I told you this already. Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Now could you unplug it and plug it in another wall for me? I literally sat on this shit for fucking 30 minutes waiting to get in here to podcast while that was going on, and they were like, okay, it seems as if your Wi-Fi router has not working, and we're going to send you another one. Is that okay? And then as soon as she was done, as soon as they verified my address, it was hilarious. It was like they don't want to get off the phone, by the way, right? Until they verified your address. And all of a sudden you verify your address and they go, okay, thank you. Okay, you have a good day now. How about you? What the fuck? The bitch is off the phone faster than I get on the phone. Like, Jesus.
So she knew you weren't going to sell nothing.
And obviously I was on the phone with somebody like in Atlanta. You know what I mean? Like, obviously it was in America. It was
Right, of course.
Her name was Mary, Johnson, obviously. And she was in Kentucky. Yeah, very much so.
Atlanta, Kentucky.
Yeah.
Now working at AIG, I have to admit that there is a floor with nothing but Indians. So if you do call, they are in America on ours. They're like, hey, can I have it? They'll call for, I need to speak to someone over in America. And I'm all, well, I sent you the IT. What do you mean I'm an American? It's an Indian guy I didn't understand he was, and I know it's over in Pakistan or wherever he's from. I was like, no, they're actually on the 4th floor in this building.
Yeah, let me get you up on Skype really quick. The world has changed.
Well, yeah.
So she might have been here.
No, I do not think so. I am pretty much betting my entire life savings of 5 cents on this, the fact that was not here. No.
Now, if you sat there and was talking, you hear that in the back of their neck, and
they're not going to do that.
I mean, maybe if you heard the goat.
What?
Maybe if you heard the goat.
Heard the goat? Who's herding the goat?
That's how you know if she's in America or not. They're not going to have a goat in the corporate America.
I all of a sudden wanted to do Christopher Walken, but it's been so long I don't even know if I can do it.
Try it. Come on. Go for it.
Shut up. What is it?
Don't be shy.
It's all you know. No goats herding here. Not here. Right now. In this room. No Indians. This America. Is that good?
Until that last part, but all the rest of it was good. You went a little redneck on the last part, but the rest was good. We'll keep that.
America.
I don't know. It's been so long. I need to study him more.
You hang out with too many fucking rednecks. That's what's going on, man.
He does work on cars.
Yeah.
True.
But most of them aren't rednecks.
No,
They're mostly Mexicans. We won't get into that.
Hey. You know that's the other half of rednecks in America is Mexicans. They won't even go there.
Ouch.
Rick's ears. Stop yelling, motherfucker! I'm in the room. Jesus Christ!
Ever since he's turned the monitor up, I'm like, oh god, now I gotta turn these down.
Well, we need to get a new one of these anyhow. It sounds like shit anyway.
Hey, my $5 went on a long way for that.
Yeah, and it shows. It shows, Rick. It shows, because it pops and cracks like total shit all the time. But that's whatever. It is what it is.
Hey, I contribute something.
What do you like? I contributed. I was part of the crew
sperm
now.
donor is not a part of this podcast.
Oh no. Anyway, so how's all of our sponsors doing? Are they doing well?
Yeah,
as far as I know.
We like to, kind of always give a shout out to Tokyo Munchies guy, Kyle, Ozzy Kyle. Recently, he had got a new job and he was doing both the Tokyo Munchies plus his other job. And then they actually went and said, oh, we need to get rid of 2 people, you and you. They took the new guys out, which was him.
Damn.
That's fucked up.
So he's still doing Tokyo Munchies full time as much as he can right now, but he's also trying to find another job at the same time.
Gotcha.
So, we still kind of give him shout outs and everything, and, we give him his...
I like how you're talking about him, but he's probably listening in on the show right now, technically, as we speak, because it's a fucking podcast. So shout out to you, Kyle, Ozzy Kyle. Oi, mate. That's right there. Ozzy Kyle. Right? No?
Yeah.
No?
San. You got to throw in the San in there,
I have to
too.
admit, your accent is way better than Miguel's.
Oh, my God. It's way better than any of us doing Aussie. That's for sure.
What he's trying to say, eh? He's can't do the fucking Aussie.
No, he can't.
No,
he
can't. That's my thing. It's like, that's not a knife, that's a spoon. Wait, that's a monster right there. Oh, I'm gonna drink it.
But on a recent podcast, we did actually do a show with our radio sponsors, NFG Radio. We actually were on their show with Unknown Factor and with Chuckles. So that was a lot of fun. And apparently, they used to have 20 podcasts. They only have 10. We made the cut, bitch.
We made the cut, and we went primetime with them.
Well, that's cool. I was going to say it's because I got off the show. I mean, I'm just saying, it's my... Wait a minute, that's not good. That's bad at all.
It's the spirit of Kyle. I mean, come on.
All in all, I wish you would have been here on that interview with them, but we had so many technical difficulties just trying to get on.
It was hilarious, though. It was so funny.
Yeah.
I wish we recorded the beginning, because if half of it was us just fucking making fun of Unknown Factor because he was cutting out the whole goddamn time. Every time he'd start cussing, he'd start getting, like, cut out. It was so funny. Dude, it was great.
What?
Nothing. I was just waiting for the thing to cut me out.
Oh.
It's all the cussing I do. Son of a...
Dude, he was so mad, too. Like, I was concerned for his health. Like, he's going to have a heart attack on this interview before we even get started.
Yeah, because we sat there, we'd go, and he was like, all right, guys, I'm right here. And then it would go dead silent. We're like, and he's gone. But he could hear us talking, but we couldn't hear him. And then he would come in, fuck y'all motherfuckers.
We gave him so much shit that first 30 minutes.
And then we had to go through, what is it, Google what?
Hangouts.
Yeah, Google Hangouts. We had to go through that instead of Skype. And then we were finally, we got on. And that's when we did the whole, we're on YouTube Live and on their show live.
Cool.
So it was interesting being live. I was like, oh, wow. And he talks fast. Just like you.
Oh. Well, I talk a lot faster when I'm not exhausted, which is another reason, too. Like I said, I ended up pulling myself off the show for a while. When you work 14 hours and you're up at 4 in the morning, I'm a fucking grumpy asshole by the end of the day. And I'm not funny. Like, I'm totally serious. And I'm always like, you shut up. Tell Miguel, shut up, Miguel. But that's all the time anyway. Anyways, but so it's like, that wasn't very funny. So it's like, I didn't want to bring down the show at all.
I mean, I still loved you on the show even then. I thought you were fine, but I understand for yourself, you got physical limitations. Nobody can like be fucking 24 hours a day, like no sleep, no nothing.
When you're a porn star like I am, you can be fucking 24 hours.
Hey, what lines you doing? Give me some of that shit. What the fuck, man?
Does Tiff know about this?
It's like, oh, she knows. She knows. And she's like, get off me. It's wrong, goddammit. It's like, shit. I'm talking to her to me. Like, get off me. Jesus. It's like, no, I'm kidding. I was snorting Viagra. It's all like, I need it. Oh, God. It's all like, wow.
And we know Kyle's only going to live another 10 years, but okay.
It's like, it was worth it.
It's like, I don't know. Like, when y'all go to bed, I don't know if you can hear us when we're still talking.
Can you hear us?
No. That's what I'm afraid of. Like, we sitting here one time.
Maybe suppressed memories.
I just told you. Come on, man. Like, I need it.
I would just sit there and go, just like one time, I would just sit there like, we're going to be here. And I was like, I know he's not asleep. He says he is.
Oh, dude, no, that's another thing, too. Like, when like, right now, it's 7:38 our time. And I swear to God, dude, by 8:30, I'm done. Like, I mean, when I mean done, I mean, like, done. It's like, I can't stay awake. Even, okay, so I'll give you a funny example. This has happened to us like 3 times. This is how fucking pathetic that you get when you're older, when you actually work for a fucking living. So we go to the movies and we walk in and the next showing is at 10:15, 10:45. Right, and it's like 8 o'clock, 8:15. I'm like, fuck it, let's play some video games, let's hang out, because we at the Palladium, they have like movies and whatnot. And we're like, cool, we'll do that. So we go there, and then it's like, okay, cool. And we got about an hour left. I'm like, you know what? Let's go upstairs and, like sit down and snuggle and talk, because they got couches upstairs. And I'm like, yeah. And I fall asleep. I swear to God. And it's about 30 minutes, and I look at my wife, and I'm like, hey, I'm not, Billy, you ain't gonna make it. It's like, no, it's over. Unless you can stay awake and put needles in your eyes, you ain't gonna be able to see the movie. And that's exactly what happened. So I ended up refunding my movie ticket and going home. And that's how pathetic my life becomes. Wow. Welcome to middle age.
Wow.
It's like, wow. It's like that one time I went to go see The Hobbit the first one and I fell asleep in the movie.
You do that a lot, Rick. No offense.
No, I watched the whole movie, but that one I fell asleep in that movie. Normally movies I'm all like,
just so y'all are aware, viewers, Rick will fall asleep driving. He's done it. I swear to God, he has done it. Rick has got driving narcolepsy. Just so you know. And if you know, let's revert back to that bumper incident of a few months ago. We were just talking about repairing it. Yeah.
So you were lying about the lady sleeping. It was Rick sleeping.
Shut up. Shut up. Wasn't supposed to say anything.
We'll cut that from the audio.
No, you will not. You will throw that in there. But yeah, so what was I talking about? Oh yeah, that's what you're supposed to say. Fuck you, motherfucker.
We were waiting for your cue there.
Come on, man. Samuel L. Jackson need to be in this shit. Man, fuck you.
Tired of these motherfucking podcasters giving me this motherfucking shit.
Motherfucker.
fuck.
Meanwhile, the word fuck has been overused too many times in this podcast.
I don't know. I mean, did we really meet our quota yet? I mean,
1,452 exactly.
got to start writing some fucking tickets out. I mean, heck, have we done it?
The clicker's still going, man. I'm sorry.
Damn. Yeah, so, I mean, other than that, I mean, nothing really super exciting, man. Still same old shit, different day. I will say one thing, though. I'm looking forward to some of the new movies that are coming out. I'm definitely looking forward to some of the movies that are coming out, but I don't want to ruin anything or whatever. Oh, and we can talk about a couple things that I have been playing that have been pretty cool when I do get time to actually play some games. So like Assassin's Creed, which you let me borrow, which I can get my take on that. And then Bloodborne, which is an oldie but a goodie, especially if you like smashing your controller and giving yourself a stress ulcer. It's very dark. You know, it's made by the same people that do the dark, what's it called?
Dark Souls.
Dark Souls. So, you know, if you play Dark Souls before, then you know what a stress ulcer actually is in video gaming.
They're making the third one of that.
You know, yeah. What the fuck, man? That's crazy.
Dark Souls 3.
Yeah,
I have Dark Souls 3 actually. So that would be the fourth one. Would be the next one. But yeah. I jumped right in the fucking middle with them. Not even the middle. Like, what would you even call it? Like 3/4 in? I don't know. I jumped into fucking Dark Souls 3 without playing any of the ones before it. So I had to like catch up on Wikipedia. I had to look back and say, okay, what's even going on here? I found on YouTube this whole video that was this exact same concept that was just like, it was a cartoon that's just making fun of the whole damn thing. And these two guys, and they get their Italian friend Dark Souls 3. And the other guy is like, has he played any of the ones before? And he was like, I don't think so. He's like, oh shit, should I take it back? He's like, no, man. I mean, it's too late. So he gets in there and they're like, okay, you know, hey, happy birthday to our Italian friend. He's like, oh, Dark Souls 3, huh? Well, thanks, guys. You think I can play this? And they're like, yeah, sure. You know, and then he gets into the very beginning. And, you know, Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls, the entire thing isn't really told through, the story isn't told through a lot of cinematics. It's told through actually just playing through the game.
It's the same
pick
as Bloodborne.
Stuff up.
Bloodborne is the same exact motherfucking way. And I will say one thing, though, just be prepared to die a lot. That's all. I mean, honestly, you just fucking die a lot. And once you commit to an action, you've committed whether or not you're going to die or not. Like, that is one thing about the game. In fact, I got so frustrated with the game, I had to learn that playing the game is not like it's not like a Devil May Cry or a God of War. It's not like an Assassin's Creed. It is literally life fucking choices with every move you make. Sometimes you need to run. Sometimes you need to fight. Sometimes you need to time your fighting. Sometimes you need to choose the right weapon and action. I mean, it's just fucking ridiculous.
And yet you continue to play it. So, you know, you've proven you're a masochist.
No, it's because when you finally win, you feel accomplished. Like you actually did some real shit in the real world. Yes, it was me. I built the Eiffel Tower, motherfucker. That's pretty much what it feels like.
Which is Kyle's segue into my BDSM supply. I got to be Miguel and Sean right now because there's no Miguel here.
Oh, that's right. I was like, when you think of Eiffel Towers, you think of BDSM supply.
He goes with a nice, sexy voice.
That's what we should do. Do you have erectile dysfunction? Do you suffer from loneliness? Don't worry. You too can fulfill your needs at BDSM Supply, where we have all your fetish needs. You too can have the Eiffel Tower in your pants. No worries. No secrets. Just me and you and BDSM Supply.
I'm grabbing a cigarette.
It's all like, was it as good for you as it was for me? Yeah.
Jean-Claude says it's good.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa. Like Sean coming in with voices.
We can do a couple of those. What is it? It's like, do you crave the cookies? Do you like the interesting, special sweet treats? You too can eat a special treats from Tokyo Munchies, international superstar flavor. You too, the Tokyo Munchies, just for you, and you buy today. No worries, America. Great thing for great sweet taste from Tokyo Munchies.
I just can't even add to that. God damn.
I know, it's just like I said, we missed.
Give me another one.
We missed the voices. Here.
Fucking A, man.
Give me another one.
What's another one that we?
Who's our sponsor?
Okay, fuck.
We got Virus Vodka.
Virus vodka.
Have you have the drink this morning? When you wake up, do you feel lonely? Tired? Don't worry. You too can wake up to the nice, refreshing cold drink of Virus Vodka. Every time I get up in the morning, I say, Yuri, what do we have for morning breakfast? Virus Vodka.
Fucking A. We're going to charge them for that. I'm fucking taking that clip and I'm going to sell it to them. That's not going in the podcast.
I have no idea what you're gonna do with Uncanny Comics.
Are you lonely? Do you spend a lot of time with your right hand? Well, don't worry. So does Joseph down at Uncanny Comics, where we have all your comic needs. Do you like She-Hulk? Deadpool? Who doesn't? Come on down. We'll spend some time together playing some magic cards and doing amazing, awesome things. Because we're amazing. Come down. Uncanny Comics. For all your nerd and special needs. You geeks know what I'm talking about.
Fucking A. And with that, we got dropped.
It's all like, I literally was like, all I was thinking in my head is like, I don't know what to fucking say. I was thinking nerd, virgin,
Super white nerd is what you went for there.
We can redo. We can redo the Uncanny. Come on, let me think.
No, dude, no. He'd love it anyway. He'd fucking love it.
What else we got? Do we got anybody else?
Who else we got?
Goddamn. We have NFG Radio, No Fucks Given, and we have.
What are they like?
Oh, dude, they're totally insane. They're off the chain.
We got to get them. They give us scenarios to see what we picked.
Yeah, we got to fucking get them so bad.
Give me an
next time.
example of something that is a characteristic so that I can play off of it.
I mean, they're fucking lewd as hell. They come up with all this shit that's like
Where are they from?
They asked us about blue waffles. The one dude's from Indiana.
Okay. Do they have any accents?
No.
Well, the Indiana guy doesn't have much of an accent. We got the other guy that's over from California, Chuckles, and he's kind of the more laid back. He's kind of more like Rick, whereas Unknown Factor is more like you. And they're both insane. They're both pretty foul mouthed. He was asking us about blue fucking waffles.
Do you know what a blue fucking waffle is?
Is that pretty much when somebody tries to make a blueberry waffle, but they accidentally spill too much in there? And now it's blue?
Okay.
I know what it is. I don't want to talk about it.
I was going to get my phone. I was going to show you a picture. Like, Kyle, here it is, man.
It's like...
the moment they told us, hey, you ever had a blue waffle? And Mike just, oh, yeah, I love eating blue waffles. We're like... And then
that sounds like Mike.
He just started talking and realized he didn't know what a blue waffle was.
That wasn't even a worse thing, though. They had us watch this fucking video of a guy putting a fucking glass mason jar up his ass, and it fucking breaks inside his ass, and he's picking out pieces and blood's falling on the floor.
Yeah, it was one man, one jar.
I'm trying to think of some type of accent to roll with that, but all I can think of is redneck white trash.
Go for it.
Or German Scheidje video.
I don't know what to say to that.
How about the German one? German one would be perfect for that. It would be hilarious. Aaron and the Jews stuff. That's always a thing.
That's right. It's see, that's the thing with accents. Like I've learned, I have to use catchwords.
Yeah.
So if I do Christopher Walken, it's always number one. Like everything has to be number one. So it's like,
Hey, you alone by yourself?
I can't think anything right now. I can't think of anything that would go with that. I can't even do a Christopher Walken right. But like German is always. Have you seen the Jews? Have you seen them? Where are they? We are looking for them. They are amazing people. I have free gifts for them.
Everybody gets a change. I wonder what
that part's going to go in there. Nobody's going to know why.
I'll come up with something special for them. If y'all are listening, guys, and you want me to come up with something special for you, come up with some ideas, and I'll come up with a pretty good commercial for you guys. Rick over here looking like he's about to blow chunks out of his butthole. Jesus Christ.
Ew.
Trying not to crunch.
Oh.
A reverse puke? How do you do that? Is that a skateboard move?
If you get food poisoning, you're going to do that. Shit. But I actually like doing commercials. I think they're funny and fun. So,
well, NFG did want us to do
they did want us to do a commercial.
Yeah, but that's the thing is accents and then spontaneity is the key for me. So I got to come up with something.
Remember the last time we were talking to Josh about it because he wasn't here, how we had to do the freaking commercial for Beyond the Dawn. Yeah. We were
that's
fucking
right.
at it for 2 hours.
We got Beyond the Dawn. Are we still on them?
Yeah, we're still
on Beyond the Dawn. Dude, do a surfer voice for that. Do a fucking surfer guy.
Well, Beyond the Dawn, we actually got played. We got a marathon from them on one day.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
They're fucking obsessed with us.
Well, I do have attractive nipples. So.
Oh, it's that one photo that we shouldn't have released. Okay.
A surfer.
On the Patreon, the special links only to Kyle.
I don't know. Surfers are hard because, man, they don't really say anything. They literally are like, "Nah, brah. Are you chilling? Do you like relaxing? Me too, bro. Why don't you tune in to Beyond the Dawn, where we get to chill out, relax to some cool tunes and some tasty waves, and I'll get a cool buzz, and I'm fine." 420, bro. Yeah, that's more like Colorado. That's not so much California.
Well, California legalized it too, but it's medical in quotation. So
sometimes when I wake up in the morning, my eyes hurt a little bit. That's early stages of glaucoma. So no, I don't know. Beyond the Dawn. First of all, I love being on them, but I it's like I said, I don't know. So it's like. Oh man, what do we do for Beyond the Dawn? I don't know.
We did an entire commercial for them. It's always at the end of our show too, so
Oh well, then fuck them. Shit. they know we love you. Oh.
We're gonna start getting into slave spirituals now. Like what the fuck?
Be like, oh Lord, gonna get it down to you. Do you like listening to the good music, the Lord's music? Then you ought to be listening to the Beyond the Dawn radio. You too can feel the spirit from within as we listen into the great, great hits of these indie tunes, these holy tunes. Listen in to Beyond the Dawn. You want to feel the spirit within you. See, that was good.
Amen, brother.
Amen, brother.
That's all. And so you could do that with No Fucks Given too, but I forgot I had a Baptist preacher in there.
Yeah, that's right. You got to let out all those personalities, Kyle. Man, come on. You're suppressing all this schizophrenia. It's not good for you, man.
It's like. Well, I used to be really good at a Baptist preacher. We're like, oh no, you gotta feel it. Can you feel it? This holy moment, this sacrilegious moment, this passionate moment. We gotta exorcise the demons within. Listening to the holy radio, the Beyond the Dawn radio. That is where you get your spiritual guidance, your passion, your holy virgins.
You sure
Tune in.
You Reverend?
I am. Reverend Holy Lord Jesus, my God, oh my goddamn.
Brothers and sisters, this is your church.
God, that was actually pretty good. This is your moment to shine. You gotta listen in to the No Fucks Given radio. The passion, the dysentery. The way that this. Oh man, I could do a good one.
And now we're the enemy of the Catholic Church. Congratulations.
I'm cool with that. Fuck those people, man. Shit. No, I was gonna say I could do it. I could do a really badass, like a holy fucking preacher one for No Fucks Given radio. That would be really good. Beyond the Dawn, I could do one for them too. But you know what? Leave all that shit in. Fuck it. They can listen in. You can tell me which ones you like the best out of all those.
Send us an email and let us know.
Okay, send us an email and I'll do it. I got others in there. I just don't remember them. I got Irish guy, Irish and Scottish.
Scottish. You're very good at Scottish.
Do a lot of Kelton there, you know. I could be doing some data for No Fucks Given radio. Hey, don't feel here, sir. Drinking a pint over here, listen to the No Fucks Given. Got to be getting it in there now. Right for there, so those people will be drinking all bit off soon, and we were listening to the good old toss and twos of the card for the chain. What the fuck did he say?
That's perfect. When you can't know what a fucking word he's saying, it's Scottish.
You almost was going with the was it the guy from the Muppets?
Oh man, I got them too.
The
Which one?
the chef, the Swedish.
Oh, the fucking chef.
Here's for certain, listening to the new Forgiven radio, right? No, see, that'd be good. That'd be... All right, then they got Beaker. Beep, beep.
That's all you got is me.
Yeah. Oh, who I used to be so... Oh, man, there's Animal, and there's... Man, I used to be so good. I can't... You know what? I got to write down my accents. I can't remember them all.
You do need to write them down. You need to have a list of which is the appropriate accent for this situation.
Because I
got to get more systematized.
Pretty much all of them.
Yeah.
You know. Oh, a Nigerian. Oh, I can do a mad Nigerian, brother. Be like...
A mad Nigerian?
Well, I mean, just...
Okay. A mad Nigerian that returns a toaster to a law firm.
Why the fuck would I be buying a toaster from the law firm?
You believe that the law firm was the manufacturer of the toaster. And the clerk is like, no, this isn't a fucking manufacturer for toasters. It's a law firm.
I purchased... What do I say? No, that's Indian. Holy fuck, that's not even... Hold on, Nigerian. Trigger word.
What is the trigger word from the Nigerian?
I can't believe it. I cannot believe I am buying this toaster from you and it does not work. Every time I come here and you tell me I have to buy an item and I buy this toaster from you, it does not work. It is not. I put the toast in, nothing happens. It is still burning white. It is no good. I told you 5,000 times you cannot be bringing toasters back to the damn gas station. I did not say this to you. I do not. No, you do not understand. I come here and this is toaster I purchased from you. You tell me this is my toaster and I purchased the toaster. It does not work. I want to return it and get my money back. You cannot get your money back because you did not buy that from me. I only sell slushies and convenience store items. You get $5 off gas. That's it. No.
And then the Chinese gas attendant comes in.
No. I can't return for you. I return from you. I go out of business tomorrow. No? I don't know. Anyways, whatever.
It'll get thrown in something for sure.
I got all of them.
Damn. Well, I don't know. I guess let's do a little bit of reviews here. Well, you and I both played Assassin's Creed Origin.
Yeah.
Now, I liked the game. I liked it a whole lot. I'd give it my rating for it. Are we going to still do 1 to 10? Or are we
Fuck it. I'll do 1 to 50.
1 to 50. 1 to 10, I'd give it a 7 right there for that one. I like the ingenuity of it and how it started. Mm-hmm. Being the Egyptians were back then. The mechanics of it are real well. The graphics are, well, I had it on the Pro, so I was able to enhance the graphics on it, so they were astonishing. The way they were. And the storyline I loved. I liked the storyline. And then I think it ended short because you didn't get the whole map. That's the only kind of downfalls on it. But I think it's more when you go to the other parts, it's for the Assassin's part. I guess the whole story was just how it started, so that's where it ended, is when they became assassins. And that's what, I see that. What do you think on some of it?
What were we talking about? No, shit. No. I loved it. I actually, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I will say, just for the record, after playing Bloodborne, this game was super easy.
You got depressed halfway through.
The story flows well. You actually kind of get lost. That was the only thing I didn't like, and I don't mean physically lost, just kind of lost in the world of the story. I'm not really sure what the fuck is going on half the time, and the way that they tell the story is kind of in a. It rolls. It doesn't give you this backstory. One man, all alone. He had a son. His son died. He wants vengeance. But the mob wanted in. I don't know who this guy is, but I want him and all of his sticks and his stupid ass pyramids taken out. Forgot I had those in there too. But anyways, so basically the story comes on. I'm playing this guy, and this guy was somebody, and he's a magi, and now I am not a magi, and I carve and I kill a guy.
So he's got those powers that he can summon snakes and shit, right?
Yeah, no, not that kind of, not magic guy.
Oh, magi. Fuck that guy then.
I have summoned a magic guy.
Wait, he can't even do the Miguel power over snakes?
Stand still. Miguel is a totally different snake. That's for gay trouser snakes. Anyways,
I didn't know if you found that one kind of a quest a little bit, but it actually connected Final Fantasy, the latest one. What's this, 15 or 17?
Final Fantasy 27.
Wait, what the fuck?
It actually connected.
Assassin's Creed and fucking Final Fantasy? What?
Yeah, it connected them. There was a thing that connected them, and it actually gave me special armor or special swords, and it gave me it turned a camel to look like a chocobo from the Final Fantasy.
Now this is some fucked up shit right here. What the fuck?
Well, weed is legal in California.
Actually, that's a complete explanation right
exactly.
there.
No, I didn't get that far, but the one thing I will
you didn't
say,
get to the point where you have to smoke the blunt to go on in the storyline.
No, that was just before the heroin. Anyways, so I will say the map is massive, almost too massive. I felt like it's fucking ridiculous, but there is some really cool, neat things about it. I like the fact I could be a bird. I'm not gonna lie. I like you could be a bird and you can fly any fucking where. Not in the very beginning because you get limited in the beginning, but eventually you can fly anywhere, and you get to see the pyramids back in the day. It's kind of neat the way the story unfolds, and it's just past the pyramids when they've been forgotten, like that empire collapse. So you're kind of in this weird transition point in the game. So as far as gameplay, to sum it up, I would give it a solid 7, mainly because I felt like the world they were so worried about, I feel like I want to pull the guy from Jurassic Park out of me. I was so worried about whether or not you should, whether or not you could. You weren't worried about whether or not you should. So it's like they wanted to build this massive world. They wanted to prove that it could do it, this big, huge, giant, blah, 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 and there's a story lacking somewhere. And bosses were way too easy to kill. I kind of felt that way.
There was a point. Yeah, I do agree with you there, because there was a time where I didn't realize, wow, I got rid of those 3 bosses and I didn't even realize it.
Yeah, and even a boss where you actually have like a 1-to-1 with that bitch with the hyenas, I still pretty much just charged at her and ran right at her and killed her. Where if this was Bloodborne, no. You'd be dead before the hyenas even looked at you. And the sandstorm would have killed your ass, because that's how that game is. So, as far as the overall, gameplay, 7, story, 7, 6, overall Assassin's Creed kind of feel, 9, good solid game to play when you're bored and have fun. Yeah, I would give it that. I do like the fact that there's lots of weapons, lots of upgrades, although, once again, there was a little bit of a kind of, I don't really know why I want to upgrade any of the weapons. Why should I? This one weapon does everything I need, and as long as I keep upgrading it, I'm good. And there was a little weirdness with the money thing. I think by the time I realized how money actually affects and does what it needs to do, I had a ton of it, but then I also cost a ton to upgrade the weapons I really wanted. And why would I upgrade that weapon if most likely I'm going to kill somebody and get their weapon, and their weapon is already at my level? It's a little weird. And it kind of reminded me of The Witcher 3 with the whole accidentally wandering into areas that are skulls and you're kind of fucked. There is a huge difference in levels. So when someone is within 2 or 3 levels, pretty much you can kill them. So you're 17 and you can kill the 22. And you feel like a god because he's a 22 and you kill the 17. But then you accidentally come across those plagariists or whatever they are. I don't know what they are. They're hunting you. And they're a 20. And you're a 20, and you're their bitch. They are just fucking tough as nails. You have to strategize.
You'll walk into an area that's a level 30, and you're 17. You're like, oh, I got this.
No, you don't.
And you don't, because you hit his bear. Even the hippos are level 30, and you're like, shit.
Yeah. I mean, hippos are some tough motherfuckers in real life too, though. I mean, that's no small shit. You try to go kill a fucking hippo, it ain't no real thing.
There will be no killing the hippos here. Okay, I have King Julian. I forgot. I have King Julian. I can do King Julian very well. And so I like him big. I like him chunky. Sorry, I had that in my head when you were saying hippos. And I don't like him.
Kyle's a hippo
Just for the
fetish.
record, I do not like him big. Just so y'all know. Anyway, so
The butts?
I do, but I cannot lie. But anyway, so going back to that, overall I think it's a very good game, very fun to play, and very long, and that's good. I miss long games.
Yeah.
No, I want to know this from you. I really think it is. Is this a good revamp of Assassin's Creed to bring it back?
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
After Black Flag, they really weren't that great.
Oh yeah, no, they sucked.
They got very generic. That's
And
definitely
then
true.
When this one came out, I think this revamped the series.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great standalone game. I don't know how well it'll do in a series. It really just depends on where the Assassin's Creed people are doing. I felt this is a needed game as far as for the industry, for that genre.
Yeah.
did it fulfill every Assassin's Creed thing that I could get? No. I just recently, by the way, got to you can pilot ships, which is kind of cool. I don't know. I think I need to play it more. But I will say most of the time, just between me and you listeners, I really got bored with the Assassin's after Black Flag. I just had no interest in it at all. This game, I want to play. In fact, just recently have I stopped playing it because I was getting so far into the game that I was like, I'll slow down and explore. So, which that's one thing me and Rick both agree on. The side quests are a necessity. Again, though, sometimes you'll think you're doing a side quest and it ain't a fucking side quest. It's a real quest. And how you miss that real quest, I have no fucking idea. And you end up like fighting a boss or whatever.
Yeah.
By the way, interesting fact though, I will say once again, I've taken on an entire fort by myself and killed every motherfucker and walked out of there like a boss. I don't feel that's very realistic, So
talking about that, there was one I was hanging out the window, and I would just whistle, and I think I threw everybody off the edge.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of things they could have fine tuned, but overall, pretty good game. I think at this point, though, maybe it's just me. I think in this one they should have put co-op play. That would have been a lot better fun, especially because you could be the wife, something like that. A co-op play, especially because the map is so big. So, I know I'm rambling at this point, but yeah, good game, definitely worth buying, but not full price, definitely worth, like, I would say renting, borrowing, and eventually when you get bored of it, you'll just stop playing. I don't think you'll beat it necessarily. And I think there is a lot of room for expansion, but once again, that's a whole can of worms I don't want to open. Now, moving on to the second game, which I want to talk about, this is made by the people that do Dark Souls, which is a game that I got to play recently, which is an old game, but I think you guys are going to enjoy it, is Bloodborne.
So what's interesting about this is that initially you were talking about how you fucking hated it because it's like, I can't fucking do anything without fucking dying.
Yeah, it still is that way. Nothing changed. In fact, that's why I switched over to Assassin's Creed because Rick let me borrow it.
So what we're going to talk about right now, ladies and gentlemen, is Mrs. Pac-Man.
Yeah. She has the most attractive bow, especially what's on the end of my bed. Anyway, so
She swallows.
we don't want to know about that retro.
yes, she
fetish.
does. Yes, she does. It's overrated though. She's been munching on shit for years.
Kyle side bitch.
It's like make her eyes Throwback toast girl. Anyways, okay, so going back to it, it's Bloodborne is a love-hate relationship. You will have the love-hate relationship with this game, just like you do Dark Souls. If you play Dark Souls, then you will like Bloodborne. And I think what's catchy about Bloodborne is the story is all kinds of fucked up. And yes, the story does not come out in cinematics as much as you think. It's mainly in the story and actually in the shit that you pick up, the notes and the letters and the different characters. That's the one thing that kind of aggs me. As much as their story, they really did not put a lot of information for you to just easily read. You pretty much always have to go back and watch videos and kind of understand who the fuck people are. And once you do, it makes more sense. But they didn't spend enough time doing that. As far as an overall game, difficulty of this game is a 12 out of 10. It is hard as fuck, but you feel so accomplished when you actually beat it. And I mean anyone and anything can kill you. I'm not kidding that. I mean, you can be decked out, a badass motherfucker, and a normal peon will fuck you up.
So if you like those 80s and 90s level difficulty, it's back with this shit.
Is the button mechanics hard?
The button mechanics are interesting. So the one thing that someone explained to me was when you commit to an attack, you commit to it. And I didn't quite understand that at first. Then I started realizing that timing is everything. Learning how your opponents move, how they attack, how they everything. Which again goes back to, let's say, Assassin's Creed. You don't have to do that. So it makes the game so much easier. When you play Bloodborne, when a monster attacks you, he will not stop in that direction. So it's like a real fight move. When you attack him, you will not stop. You've committed to the action. There are very few things that can stop. So like in Devil May Cry or God of War, you go to attack, you can kind of change up left, no, right. No, you've committed to a left attack no matter what. And if that guy catches you in the timing before you have a chance to hit him, you will die. And that is the most frustrating part of the game, but it's also the most accomplished when you can clear an entire level because you've memorized the entire level. It's almost training you and teaching you as you go. So it's almost like being at school, but you're not at school. And the game itself captures you because you're trying to figure out who the fuck you are, what the fuck is going on. And then you start to realize, and and then the bosses just show up random fuckingly, and they are hard as shit. They do not fucking play. But there are ways to defeat them, even if you are whatever. The one thing I do like about Bloodborne is you can play with other people. Co-op is a thing. It is hard to connect with friends because of the way the system is set up, so that gives like a 5 out of 10. But once you are connected, man, it really is a dual person game. The game is really designed for 2 people because you can distract while the other person heals, and then the other person. That's another thing too. Figuring out how you heal, the button menu shit. So that I would give the overall learning curve of the game a very, 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 very low rating, like a 1 out of 10. You have got, it's a lot to take in. Like, it's a lot to learn the moves and maneuvers, what weapons to get, what weapons not to get. Once you commit to a weapon, you end up deleting your character because you realize it sucks. You know, there's a lot, and then picking your attributes and shit like that. Going through the entire game, designing for one weapon and eventually finding a better weapon, but it needs arcane, so you have to delete your character and start over. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So overall, I give the game a fucking awesome 9 out of 10, but the rest of the scores are all like almost close to 2 out of 10.
So it's kind of like buyer would beware. This is going to fuck you up. This is a hard. If you like challenges, you'll love this game. If you don't like challenges, go back to your mobile phone games.
Yeah. If you like button smashers and all that other stuff, you're gonna hate this. You're gonna absolutely hate it. You're gonna get pissed off. But the inner gamer in you is gonna want to beat it. You're going to want to play
If you're a hardcore gamer, this will prove that you are what you say you are.
And I can honestly say deep down, I guess I'm not that hardcore of a gamer because I got so fucking frustrated with dying, and it would.
Yet you
piss me
continue playing, so you
I
have
did.
to at least be half or 3/4.
Yeah, I did give up though. The guys at my work give me shit all the time. Man, coming back to Bloodborne. I'm like, shut up, bitch.
Is this a fucking drug? Like, what the fuck? Like, you want to come back to, come on, man, we can do some more lines together. Like, what the fuck?
Like, speaking of co-op, you know the new Far Cry that's coming out? Was it Far Cry 4 or whatever that's coming out?
5.
5?
Yeah.
Which is all the redneck. That's what
Or
you're fighting.
6. Whatever.
It's
Doesn't
like,
matter.
what
Well, it's
you're
up in,
fighting.
like, Utah or something,
Yeah, it's
right?
in Utah, whatever. That game is actually 100% co-op.
Wow.
You can sit there and play your own game. Some guy can just join in with you at the same time.
That's cool.
So it's all open world, big time on that one.
That's cool.
From what I heard.
I mean, I think that's what we need is a, like I've ragged on it long ago saying every game should be doing fucking open world at this point. Like that's just the standard at this point.
And that's the thing, too. It also depends on the type of game. Bloodborne is not open world, but it's a very large world.
Yeah.
And it's very linear, but not linear at the same time. I find that being linear in that type of game really makes you from.
But that's because every challenge is actually really fucking challenging.
Everything's a maze. It's all a maze too. So I was going this one way forever, right? Getting my ass kicked, not realizing there was a bunch of fucking crates that look like normal walls that can be broken that you can go a totally different way. So there are perks to that mentality. As far as everything being open world, I completely agree with that 100% too. I think we are lacking. I also think right now, the reason I think I'm telling my listeners right now, hey, go out and buy Bloodborne if you want to challenge the game, is because a lot of the stuff that keeps coming out is just repetition. It's a repetition of repetition of repetition. Eventually, Bloodborne and the games like Dark Souls will become a repetition as well. But it is a standalone in the repetition world. So I will give, like I said, I will give it a solid go out and buy it. It's a game that you will hate me for recommending.
And then love you at the same time after they get used to it.
After a few months, you'll probably send me you'll send me hate mail, and then finally you'll be like, oh my God, I beat the third boss. And I'll be like, still playing, huh? I see. How is the relationship with your mother?
So it's more like real life. Okay.
Yeah. Very difficult, full of shit, and you hate everything about it, yeah? Mm-hmm.
It's like, all right, let me run to the store and go get this game and then start playing.
You can do that, and you will hate me for it too. I'm not even kidding.
Even if you get this game for free, you're going to hate him for it at first.
Yeah, no, you will. You will. But again, it's a fun game, so definitely highly recommend. So those two games, I mean, they're awesome. I will say that I think I heard in the news, though, and I don't know how we are in gaming news, probably not very much, that Bethesda is working on Fallout 5.
Yeah, Fallout 5.
I'm super, super stoked about that. I think that's going to be fucking amazing.
They actually did Doom VR also.
I have been wanting to play that, except I don't have VR.
and Fallout VR.
Yeah, no,
Fallout 4.
I've heard Fallout VR is interesting. People love it. In fact, they almost don't want to get out of it. That's how interesting the VR is. They get kind of caught up in it or whatever.
They're immersed.
We're not going to get into politics here, though, ladies and gentlemen. You know, that's not the
Hey,
important
there's
thing.
two things that I've said. Number one, if they ever make a badass, not just what they have now, and I know the new one, sex robot, I am in. Because if they make a Cherry 2000, that's what's up. My wife will kill me. Don't tell her I said that.
That's going to be the PS7 is just going to be a sex robot. That's it.
The second one is that sooner or later it will all be VR. I don't want it. I don't necessarily like the idea, but that'll be the way it goes. And we'll kind of have to see. You know, it's funny how Hollywood tends to do that to us. We think, oh, the Matrix, surrogates, that's not real. We're eventually going to get there.
Just you wait. I mean, how many people fucking spend their time on porn websites and that gets updated and that seems to be the fundamental.
Speak for yourself, Sean. I know they have VR.
I know
right
your
now.
imagination, your two hands are good enough for you, sir. But
Now, speaking of this, going into that, I watched Altered Carbon on Netflix.
Oh.
That series.
I thought you were going to tell me something different.
No.
that's what I was on. I was like, what the fuck? He's going into a segue from that.
So there was this one time I was really lonely.
No.
And, I got on one of those sites there, guys, and, you know, it was quite good, you know. Extra close and personal.
And
kind
there
of
went that
encounter.
phone.
Yeah. It was, I got on the VR with it. It was very good.
No, I was just more or less talking about the surrogates and, you know, being more immersed that way. But in Altered Carbon, it's the same thing. They actually took, like, the human soul and put it, like, in they call it a chip. I forgot what they called it in the show. And if the body dies, they just take that out and put it into a new body.
So it's like, what was it, Seventh Day? The one with Schwarzenegger?
Kinda.
Sixth day.
Except this
I
one.
can't ever fucking remember the number. Like, who fucking remembers numbers?
It was the 6th day, but...
Sixth Day, okay.
It-
Gotcha.
But this one is more or less the one of the main characters. He was brought back to do an investigation from a guy that's like 300 and something years old. That's how long he's been living. He's been
You know,
switching
the more,
bodies.
what's interesting too is like, not to get on a morbid topic, but realistically, I would not want to be that, like, live that long. I think about this a lot. In fact, I did a condenser on one of my friends' pastor's cars, and he starts talking about the afterlife. You know, when you're talking about the afterlife, it's all about walking. But anyways, and he was talking a lot about the afterlife, and he was like, well, if I'm wrong, then it's darkness, and it's okay. But if I'm right, I'm in paradise. And all I could think of in my head is, and if you're wrong, and another God is in charge, you're burning. Yeah. I don't. You know, I'm not feeling it, bro.
But if you also have a sadomasochistic side and you're a schizophrenic personality, then, I mean, hey, he's happy. So it's half a win, right?
Yes. No, what were we talking about?
My BDSM Supply, ladies and gentlemen. Go to mybdsmsupply.com.
Yeah, what I found interesting about the show, though, you can imagine you're not dying, right? You just switch your body. What a human would want to do in the whole thing. They actually had a place in the sky called the Cloud, and people go, like, rich people would go up in there. They're like, oh, it was kind of like hospital. Like, oh, I want to have sex with this person and kill him. And then they would kill that person. They put him in another body. They were like dying over and over and over and over again because that's how that's what they're getting their fantasies off of.
You leave my damn fetishes alone. No, wait, that's who I wanted to learn to do. Oh my God, you just hit. It was not a redneck. No, it was oh fuck, what's his name? From Silence of the Lambs. What's his name?
Anthony Hopkins?
I don't know,
Yeah.
but that really made me think of Blitz with
I want to do.
Sadum.
Anthony
I want to do
Hopkins or,
Anthony Hopkins, man. I want to be able to do Anthony Hopkins. And I can be like, and I ate his liver with some fava beans and a glass of Chianti.
Kind of sounded Mexican.
I know. So no, I
thirsty,
ate
my
him with
friends.
some frijilo beans and some cervezas. You know, he was good, but he was a little tough, man. I told him he needs to fatten up because the last time I had indigestion. I couldn't keep a straight face on that one.
I know, I could know.
He was like, no, it's not me. Mm-mm.
Do the Dos Equis guy.
I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I do it eating the human body. Is that pretty good?
Eating ass. There you go.
I am not gay.
He's like eating ass.
But are you Miguel?
He's like eating ass. All I'm thinking is that damn the guy on the
Why are we talking about this?
the guy on YouTube.
We've been too long with Miguel without Kyle.
Like he's like
You guys are trained to talk about eating
God
ass.
damn.
you have no
My
idea.
BDSM supply for all of your ass eating needs. Jesus Christ. Who? What are you talking about, Rick? Spill it.
The one guy that's always I can't remember his name. You know,
I have never heard you scream like that on this podcast.
he's that one guy that's like, oh, let's see what's on the internet today.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Let us see what is on the internet today. No, that was not that guy.
He's not that guy. But you know what I'm talking about.
That's some
right?
Indian motherfucker right there.
It's a black guy.
It's
He's
a black
from
guy.
Africa.
Yeah.
What is this? Let us see. Oh, yeah. And she was like, let me tell you about the first time that I ate. And he's like, oh my God. What the fuck is wrong with her? Why is she eating ass?
I know who you're talking
That
about.
guy.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you, these people are so crazy. Why would you want to eat the ass of another person?
Where do you find this? On eBay?
Do you but get a 2-for-1 ass sale? Like that guy, you know what I'm
That
saying?
guy's fucking burned in my memory because I swear to God, I worked at with a guy at a call center that sounded exactly like this guy. I was like, holy shit.
And thank you for calling AT&T's helpline. Do you like to eat ass? Welcome to the helpline. Call BDSM Supply. They will help you eat the ass. Anyways, I don't know why we got on that subject.
That's some
but,
good shit right there.
Hold on. Bump.
Going back to Altered Carbon, I do recommend people to watch that show. It's actually really good. It's not
Has anyone seen
whitewashed.
the Cloverfield one?
I saw Cloverfield Paradox.
Okay.
It's
Now,
actually not bad.
you have 10 seconds to give me a summary of the movie without interruption. You ready? Go.
In space, create a thing to make power, fucks up, sends them to another world. They find a way. Everything's all fucked up in that world. They come back into another
Okay,
world.
that was totally fucking boring. We're moving on. No, that it sounds.
Let's
pretty good,
talk about Bruce Jenner. Oh, I'm sorry, Caitlin. We'll edit that.
Did you know Caitlyn is putting a lawsuit for Bruce Jenner for groping him?
Holy shit. I want to sue myself. I am sure I can make some serious fucking money on this one.
All I know is if that's the case, I have lost that lawsuit. I touched myself. I'm just saying. No, wait, what the fuck?
Where did we go? What show is this?
We were talking about the Cloverfield one. Did you like it?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
No.
It was pretty good. It wasn't like
I don't want to hear it was pretty good, okay? I want you to tell me if it was good enough for us to watch, for our listeners to listen to.
it's on Netflix. Just watch it.
That's not true. Because someone shit on there is pretty shitty, man. That's right, I got the Chicano guy. I have the Chicano guy. I totally forgot about this guy. Check it out,
I mean,
homie.
what if they only have 74 hours to live? Is it worth watching?
74 hours?
74 hours.
Well, yeah, you got plenty of time. It's only an hour.
First of all, why 74?
now if they had,
I mean, because 72 is too standard, and 24, everybody's done in the movies, and it's copyrighted. 74 is better.
let's say the movie's only 2 hours maybe. So if you said if you have 2 hours to live, is it worth watching for 2 hours?
That's actually a very good question. I got a question for you. If you found out that you only got about 3 or 4 days to live for reals, what you be doing, man?
killing people.
That's a stupid idea.
Why?
about
I'm
you?
gonna die. So
Evil
no,
minds that plot
How about you do me a
destruction?
favor? You test the gun out on yourself first, and then if it works, then you go out and kill people. Okay? Now what you do? You got. Let's say you got 3 days to live, man. You can do anything you want to do, but remember, you only got the money in your account that you got. You can't be like a millionaire or some shit. What would you do?
Hey, you didn't give me that option.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's
I go
true.
back to you. So you only got your monies in your pocket. What you gonna do?
I mean, man, I'd have to make up for everything I never wrote to my family and the people that actually matter in my
So
life.
there's 36 hours down already. Fuck. Okay, now you got 1 day left. What you gonna do?
I mean, I'm going to have to go with Rick. I'm going to have to fucking kill everybody. I mean, what else is there to do in one day?
Hello, and thank you for joining us on Chicano Hour. I am your host, Pablo Francisco Venezuelas Jr.'s. and we are here talking to two crazy-ass stupid motherfuckers.
What would you do?
This is not about me. This is about you.
We're gonna make it about you right now.
Okay, so, Rick, you have the money in your accounts. Now, you can't be killing peoples.
My accounts.
That's not right, okay? That is only for the cartels to do. That's what they do. That's not what you do. And you have 72 hours to leave. What would you do?
For 72 hours. Go on a fuckfest.
All right. So, after you spent the first and only $5 you own on the Asian prostitute, then what else are you going to do with the remaining 71 hours and...
God dang, it was like 70 so hours and whatever, 5 minutes long.
Yeah, he takes some of the coca and fuck himself.
That's fucked up. I killed myself only last time.
Well, you think about this. So, Sean, welcome to the show. What would you do?
I get like turn 2. I don't know. Fucking play Battlefield 4 for the next 73 hours of my life, you know?
And he has 1 hour left at the end to masturbate with himself and to dream about the dogs that he wants to rape. Okay. Now moving on.
Wow, we got bestiality in this shit? Holy crap.
Anyways. For me, I think I would sit down and have a nice bowl of menudo. And maybe drink a couple cervezas. Hang out with my friends. You know, maybe build a barn or two and... hang on, and maybe cut some
Wait,
grass.
you're a fucking Irish guy this time? Like Amish? Like, what the fuck?
An Irish Amishman. How's that working?
Hey, there are some Irish Amish people, okay? You can't be fucking racist.
You English think you're so great. Just because you got light bulbs and cars. But here, we wipe our ass with pine cones. You leave us alone. Okay?
And now he's a Scottish fucking Amish guy. He doesn't know who he fucking is.
No. Man, if I had 72 hours to live, and first thing I'd do is I'd go buy a badass fucking car. And I would just...
On credit?
Yeah, oh, fuck, I ain't paying it back. And I mean like a classic. And I'd drive that motherfucker across this country. From coast to coast.
Drive to New York and then drive from New York to California?
Yeah, probably.
The downfall is you'd probably be dead before you get the car. Just trying to find it.
Yeah, knowing me.
72 hours.
I think that's the one morbid thing about life that is interesting is the more I think about death, I don't really fear the afterlife. I fear not doing the things that I wanted to do. Not owning the things that I wanted to own and not having nothing to pass back down. I think that's the signs of age and maturity. It's not just about you. It's about what you buy and what you do that can pass down to the generations beyond you. Because at the end of the day, that's the beauty of humanity is that we're alive, we live, we enjoy our life, and we're able to pass down that knowledge and our objects to the generations beyond us. What we've gotten, unfortunately, is we think the shit can go with us, but it can't.
No.
There's no going with us, man. Once you cross that border, they take everything. You got nothing but the sandals on your feet, the backpack full of cocaine you had to get across the border, and that's it. And that is all you get to take in the afterlife of America.
I mean, this shit's going to get cut, but I mean, even if you're a Hindu, I mean, you don't know if you're going to be a fly or a cow or what the fuck you're going to be, so you don't get to take anything with you.
And this is the Deep Thought Hour of Good Thinking Podcast.
Thank you for joining us on Pablo Francisco's Deep Hour Thinkings.
We got religious, political, philosophical.
You know
what the fuck is this
we
podcast?
Should create a series of characters. I have to memorize their accents, and we do like little radio shows, 15 segments is long. That'd be really funny. Kind of like we did with Dr. Scorteus.
Yeah.
You know?
Dr. Scorteus, I forgot about him.
Anyways. But yeah, that'd be good. I got a redneck in there somewhere. I don't know. Somewhere there.
Gosh dang. You know, when we did the trailers, that's what you did with them.
Oh, that's right. I got Tommy and his banjo.
We missed his banjo. We've had Cletus's banjo.
Cletus?
Cletus is a professional banjo player.
You sound like a drunk.
You don't know nothing about us rednecks. You Mexicans.
First of all, I am offended by that statement. My neck is a puce color.
So you're the color of a fly's tongue. Okay.
Yes. So anyways, anything else?
Oh, nothing else. Is there anything else you've seen? Anybody, you shot anything?
You know what? No offense, but there are way too many goddamn like television/internet TV options. Now we have Netflix, we have Amazon, we have Hulu, We have a couple other ones, and they're doing their own thing. Now we have YouTube doing the YouTube Red movies. To be totally honest, I don't really like it.
No.
I think there's just way too much going on all the time. I can't keep up with half this shit. Like, it's it. Oh, what was it? Motherfucker, I cannot remember.
Did you hear about the follow-up for Karate Kid?
Yeah, that's what's on the YouTube thing.
On the YouTube Red?
The Cobra Kai or whatever.
Yeah.
They ruined it. I was all excited for like a split second. I was like, oh man, this looks really, what the motherfuck? No. I actually like the Cobra Kai. Mercy's for the weak. Sweep the leg.
Fear does not exist in this dojo, does it?
What are you staring at, Mr. Lawrence?
You forgot to say, no, sensei.
See, that's the ironic thing is that Karate Kid threw like all the shit on the Cobra Kai people, and that's actually kind of the philosophy that generally works.
Have you seen the redo of if the Cobra Kai, what's his name, kid, Mr. Lawrence was the actual, he was the one that was getting bullied?
He was the protagonist?
Yeah. It was really good. They made Karate Kid out to be the bad guy.
The bad guy.
Wow.
It was really well done.
Sounds
somebody
interesting.
re-edited it. It was really well done.
Whoa.
You know, so
You gotta see that.
Yeah, if y'all get a chance, check that shit out on YouTube. Just type in, some shit in there. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff you can type in YouTube. Fuck it, you'll find something. But yeah, that's about the only thing I've left. I've watched a bunch of shit, and I just haven't had a chance to. Oh, my girls hadn't seen the Back to the Future series, and we watched the first two in a row. That was pretty cool this weekend. I mean, last weekend, the weekend before. That was really cool. A chance to do that.
Did they notice that the one girl changed?
No. They didn't
notice?
But I did. And it's still fucking annoying.
He's still offended.
I'm still reaming from that. It was not very good. I don't understand. The first one is still the best
You
one.
still got a fetish for the first bitch. Gotcha.
Well, when I was a kid. Actually, when I was a kid, I was a Sigourney Weaver guy. I love me some Sigourney Weaver. Oh, man.
Yeah, what was that one where her and Jennifer Love Hewitt?
Heartbreakers.
Yeah.
Man. There's that one and Jennifer Love Hewitt in Can't Hardly Wait.
With her boobs popping out?
Anyways,
How do we get on that?
Kyle's character was
look,
Seth
I
Green.
would rather talk about that all day long than y'all guys talking about eating ass. So you know what? Fuck y'all. Let's go back to Jennifer Lawrence's boobs.
Jennifer Lawrence? What?
The Jennifer Love Hewitt's boobs back in the day.
Big difference.
Yeah, and then like I said, and Sigourney Weaver used to be really, really hot to me. To me, she was back in the day. But again, we didn't have a lot of like hero. She had guns and she had nice perky boobs. It was what it was.
Sigourney Weaver's because she can whoop ass. That's why.
Get away from her, you bitch.
I mean, her acting was fucking amazing.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what I'm saying. It was like she's rough, she's tough. Yeah, what's up?
Would you be my mom?
And Kyle's like, I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna go in the other room.
Yeah. Hey guys, get out.
Freudian bullshit over here.
How is the relationship with your mother?
Explains a lot of things.
So yeah, we should do that. The like 90s MILF of the day.
Wow.
Hey,
have we gone there? Is that where this podcast is gone?
Yeah. No, you know what? First of all, I've listened to some of the podcasts, and y'all talk about gay shit a lot. And you know what? No offense, but that's not my thing. So, because I don't really care, and I'm straight. Now, if y'all are gay, that's cool, and I have no problem with that. But I'm not. So, I want to talk about boobs and sexy girls' asses. I'm sure Rick's with me.
I'm with you.
So you know what? It's sexy girl time. We're gonna have sexy girl time on the show.
All right. Well, who's the MILF of the day?
I'm gonna say Jennifer Love Hewitt's boobs from Can't Hardly Wait. That's what I'm going to say.
So we're going to go with the older ones, apparently.
Well, I said the 90s.
90s, okay.
90s. It's got to be from the 90s.
So it's got to be
to the early
vintage, but it can't even
2000s.
be vintage for the day. It's got to be vintage for 10 years ago.
If you want to go
years
back,
ago.
you can go back. You can go as far back as you want. But we don't want to think about them now.
Kelly LeBrock.
Oh, fuck no.
Kelly LeBrock from Weird Science.
Thank you, Rick. Thank you for that vision. It's been a while. That is a great movie.
Kyle goes into meditation.
I don't really know what was going on in that movie, and nor do I care. I really don't. But yeah, that's a good movie. Anyways, so
And now on the Critical Thinking Porn podcast.
I really think it's funny though how he gets all weirded out. But when he was talking about my BDSM supply and eating ass, his ass was straight faced and laced, like it was all good.
Hey! How do you know about my ass?
For the record, I am not ashamed of liking girls, so it is what it is. I married a beautiful woman, and she's hot, and I know it. So yeah, I'm not into dudes, nor eating ass, nor any of that shit. If that's Sean's thing, then Sean, you can come clean to me. I won't judge you. Our listeners might. But I won't judge you, weirdo. Anyway, so...
Hey, you brought me into this podcast. What does this say about you?
That I'm not judgmental. That's what it says. That I'm open to all people from all ethnicities. People who like to smash their balls and eat lick and lick ass. That's your thing.
And let's cut to Kyle's co-workers and employees on this one.
No. Anyways.
Well, he said Jennifer Love Hewitt. I said Kelly LeBron. Who did you say?
Man, I don't fucking know. I mean, the 90s
Who was the
were...
first girl crush that you had from a show, from a TV, movie, whatever? The first girl
Okay,
that you were
TV
like.
or movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
The first one.
First one.
And no shame.
No shame. Okay.
No, really.
No whatsoever?
Mm-mm.
I mean, it would definitely be Kimberly from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
That's what's
Like,
up. The pink one?
Yeah.
Pink Ranger.
You know what I was
She's
thinking?
hot as hell.
The girl Topanga from Boy Meets World. That's going to be my next week's. That's going to be my next week's Topanga. That's what's up.
Okay.
What's funny is they did a show where they're older and she's a mother now. And she still looks fucking hot.
We got to reach out to them and see if we can get them on the podcast.
Yeah. You know, yeah. No, there's a lot. I can go out. Now that I'm thinking about it, there was a lot I had crushes on back in the day. You know, just for the record, though, it was okay because I was like 15 and I didn't have a car and I had no macking skills whatsoever. And if you're listening to us and you're 18 or 19 or 15, first of all, you should be listening to us. Ask your parents permission.
Yeah.
Second of all is you have no macking skills. I don't care what you think. I don't care if you have a girlfriend right now. You're like, man, I got a girl. I got macking. No, you do not.
You don't got no pull either.
You ain't got no pull. You ain't got no game. She's just there because she's bored too. And that's it. That's just
She's as fucking rookie as you are.
yeah, you're both rookie. That is the one thing that I learned as an adult that I didn't learn as a kid. That when I was young, okay, I have two wonderful little girls and they're beautiful and whatever. But I always, when I was a young kid and I, first started getting into girls and I remember seeing little girls. And so I'm about, what were we, about 12?
Yeah.
Probably about 12. And my girls are not at that stage yet. They're still young and naive.
My
and that's
nephews
fair.
are 13 and 12 and they're still, well, one maybe.
Maybe, but they're still kind of, so whatever. I was about 12. And I remember going, man, girls are cute. I think I was in 6th grade or about 6th grade, 7th grade.
6.
And I was so scared of them, just petrified, dude. Just, oh my God. Like, one would talk to me, like, oh, especially attractive. Like, I don't know what to say. I'm stupid.
Become a human squid.
Yeah, basically. It's like, and anyway, so I remember thinking that. So, years later, I finally get married and everything's great. I'm around my two little girls and they bring their little girlfriends over and whatever and they're playing and I realize how gross and disgusting they are and they're just like little boys and there's no difference and all I could think of in my head was, and I was scared of talking to that. They're the same. They're the same. If you're 17 or 18 or 20 or 21 or hell fucking 27 and you're afraid to talk to a chick, that chick is just as scared of you as you are her. And I ain't kidding. And if they reject you, it's not a personal level. It's just because it's trying to make themselves feel better. That's the one thing I've learned by being around people is that everybody else puts all these expectations around other people. So I see my little kids and I'm thinking all these little girls, they're picking boogers and they're farting and I'm like, oh my God, they are just like us.
People are fucking people. It doesn't matter, male, female, whatever the fuck.
No, it doesn't matter, man. That's the one thing. Like, you get married and your wife farts in front of you and burps, and you're like, "Oh, I can fart and burp too." Oh, yeah, I did that way beforehand. I don't give a shit. So anyway,
You were showing it off. I mean, what the fuck?
well,
The moment she farted in front of you, you're like, oh, challenge.
yeah, it pretty much was challenge accepted. Lord of mercy.
What's sad is sometimes you realize that you think you are the one that's going to win, but you don't.
Oh no, I lose a lot. She eats a lot of broccoli. That's what's up. She's in shape. So
Gotta train, bro.
Yeah.
Gotta train.
protein. Speaking of that, I am down 50 pounds, and I have to give myself props for that. I am literally 10 pounds away from getting all my abs back again. I am super proud of that. It's been very hard. If you're struggling out there with your weight and you're scared to make a change, all I can say is that do it. You only have one life to live. Get off your fat ass and do something. because I literally could not function at all. I was in a very, very bad spot. I could barely get out of bed. Now, shit.
You gonna get that 9th pack?
No, I don't have it yet. In fact, that's another thing too. Like, my background was, just for the record for the listeners, if anybody knows, is I was personal trainer for 9 years. I loved it. That's actually how me and Sean actually met. I was a trainer at the YMCA, and I had gone from being very, very overweight in high school, early college years, to being super, super, super in shape, about 7% body fat, and then I just let myself go. Got very, very overweight and mad depression. And then I got into fitness again, and I had to do it on my own terms. But I think the one thing, again, I always tell my clients, which is, again, it's easy to tell someone something, it's hard to do yourself, is people don't, even if they do judge you at the gym, or they judge you out when you're walking around and you feel overweight and you feel self-conscious, fuck them. I mean, that's probably the best advice I gave myself, as I had to remind myself that, yeah, I'm here and I'm doing it. And now it's funny, because now that I've been there 4 months or whatever, they're back to doing the B. And like Sean's getting some gains too, so he knows. Because when you first came in here, you were a stick. You had lost it all.
Oh, fucking yeah. Mm-hmm.
But it's hard. It's interesting going back, because your conscious just gets the best of you. Even if you're beast mode to get in there, you're
looking at the guys doing like 500 pounds on a bench press. And it's like, I fucking wish I could do that.
Yeah, and like now I'm just like, nah, it's got to do it for you. So if you're struggling with it, my suggestion would be to talk to a trainer, talk to a good trainer. Don't just talk to the first trainer you see, and just do it. You don't have to sign up for 10 million sessions. Sign up for like 10 sessions with somebody. Seek the advice and just try to eat healthier. And it's changed my life for a lot better. And but as far as anything else goes, I'm super glad to be back. I'm glad that we're doing what we're doing. I'm glad that we're blowing up, and I'm so grateful for all our listeners. Like, you have no idea how it is to start something, to create something, and to see all of you guys give us the amazing feedback from all the way from Joseph from Uncanny for being basically our very first sponsor, to Tokyo Munchies for being halfway across the world and listening to us on a regular basis and actually interacting with us on a lot of things and stuff. It's beyond, from Beyond the Dawn to the No Fucks Given to everybody else. I just want to say a huge thank you to all of you. You guys amaze me every single day that we get on there and we get more followers and we get more people and we get more invites. How awesome you are. And I don't know where we are in our numbers, and it doesn't even matter at this point. We've actually blown up so much. And I really hope that 2018 brings some really, really new good content for you guys, and you guys are, enjoying it. And if you're not, well, get the fuck off my radio. Go do your own goddamn thing, okay? Start your own podcast and then shit. Fuck, this is hard. I cry at night, and it's very lonely. I know. Oh, that's a deep-seated thing. That's from my mom. Anyways, no, I'm kidding. One more thing I would like to ask: if any of you guys are spiritual, I would like you to put in some spiritual energy out towards my sister. I'm not religious, but my sister's had major surgery. She had to have some of her lower and smaller and lower intestine removed due to it inverting itself. It has a fancy name. I can't remember it. And all of her results, or her lymph nodes, were swollen. So there's a possibility she could have cancer or something like that. And I would like you guys to just take a second to just, realize that life is very precious. And you have to spend every chance you can doing and being the best person that you can be, being yourself. And I'm grateful that my sister's still around. She had emergency surgery, but if y'all could just do me that solid, that would help brother out. Thanks.
Gotcha. Well, I guess that's the show.
Well, that's the show, and we're so grateful that you guys joined us and listened for the entire time. I know we can be boring, and Kyle can be kind of random, but it's okay.
Because Sean's really good at editing.
No, yeah, that. And, you know what?
If it wasn't random, then shit, it would be boring.
There was no boringness in there.
No, that's what I'm saying. If you weren't random,
I don't remember a single boring thing here. So
I ain't saying it was boring. I'm just saying. If it
Rick, how dare you criticize Kyle
all
on
I
his
can
first
think
day
of
back
right
on the
now
show?
is Short Circuit 2. Los locos kick your ass. Los locos kick your face. Los locos kick your balls into outer space.
Wow. That would hurt really bad, by the way.
You've never seen Short Circuit 2?
No.
Holy fuck, we have to watch that.
I know, we need to go back and doing our retros again.
We need to do Short Circuit 2, motherfucker. That is one of the best 80s movies there is. Hands down.
Put that on our backlog.
Input. Nobody. If you get those references, hit us a like on Facebook. Hit us up on some
So
Instagram.
don't get me wrong. Yeah, Short Circuit 1, which was good, but part 2 blew up. That's the first time actually. Part 2 was better than the first.
Part 2 is amazing.
Is that a code for sex, mommy?
Oh, there you go.
Here he goes again. See, but it's not okay if I do it. If I talk about hot chicks, it's like, but he talks about anal rape, and all of a sudden, I mean,
Miguel's not here, so
I can't help it that you're subliminally assaulting me with
first
these
of all,
images.
just for the record, that guy right there, he sits right there. He's put the butt sex in you. I see it.
It's a bigger circle.
On that note, as my eyebrows have been raised, I think we will end the show.
Yes.
Thanks, Sean.
Thanks, Sean, for the visual.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
And I'll be going back to therapy right now.
And I want to thank Miguel for being so awesome on the show today. Thanks, Miguel. Okay, awesome. Oh, you too, Josh. Hey. Oh, shit. Okay, well, it's just us three, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, and we're out.
Hey, guys, you can connect with us on iTunes.
At Critical Thinking Podcast.
And Twitter.
At Critic_Thinking.
And also on Facebook and Instagram.
At Critical Thinking Podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, Critical Thinking is on Beyond the Dawn Radio, which is known for playing the best indie radio music around the world.
On Thursdays at 7 p.m. Pacific and 9 p.m. Central Time.
And if you like the show, please 5-star the episode and tell your friends. So thank you for joining us, thinking shit through one podcast at a time.